broadcasting our action live today. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Doris Burke courtside. Next to me, Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr in the booth. Taking a look at Portland. And as we take a look at the standings, they're sitting 7 games back from the #1 seed.
You know, for the Trailblazers, they've been the story of the regular season in my mind, smashing expectations and really taking the league by storm.
Yeah, they've been impressive, no doubt about it. Among the league's best as we approach the postseason.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for Portland, the forwards are Batum and Thomas Robinson. Lillard and Matthews pair up in the backcourt. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. So the Orlando Magic able to put the first points up on the board. Lillard dishes to Robinson. Lillard outside. The feed to Matthews. 6 to shoot. Robinson sets a screen for Matthews. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Well, Portland, Oregon is a very different kind of NBA town. A popular motto around here is keep Portland weird. So a sort of counterculture that the fans and the citizens in Portland embrace. But it's a one-team town, and the fans have always shown incredible support for their beloved Blazers.
Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Heat in Miami.
Their defense got absolutely destroyed in that game as they weren't closing out on the perimeter shooters. They were allowing people to get into the paint and score from point-blank range. Just an overall abysmal effort.
Yeah, something was missing, no doubt about that. They let an opponent shoot a really high percentage, and that's got to be a concern going forward.
Buckets, covered by Lillard. Here's Buckets. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Another basket here, and they have really come out of the gates fast in the first quarter, Kevin.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
I had a chance to catch up with Terry Stotts. They've had success against this team, winning their one matchup of the season, but he's not getting complacent, and his first order of business has been readying them to score against such a tough shot-blocking presence inside. He said in a game like this, you can't turn down good perimeter looks. We've got to be aggressive getting to our looks and try to track down our misses. Guys, let's see how it works.
And Doris, as always, thank you. So, Steve, do you agree with Coach's game plan here, given how tough the D is that they're going to go up against?
Yeah, I do. I mean, a huge part of your game plan has to be focused on their D, and I think he's right to put that much emphasis on it.
Yeah, I agree with you guys because they are that good defensively, so you've got to worry about that and game plan for that, and then trust that your guys will execute what needs to be done.
Now, here's Lillard after the miss from Buckets. Here's Robinson. Rebounded by Vucevic. Magic leading by 6.
Vucevic is really a very capable mid-range jump shooter, but his post-up as far is still a work in progress, very much so. With his size and touch, you'd really like to see him develop that back-to-the-basket game.
Here's Lillard after the made shot from Buckets. Lillard outside. The 10-footer. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Oladipo, good. You guys were talking about Vucevic developing inside Steve. There's also some work to do defensively.
Yeah, still a bit foul prone. He's got to follow the Roy Hibbert school of defense, remaining vertical, walling off the rim, and avoiding those fouls.
Orlando making some changes. Andrew Nicholson comes in for Channing Frye. And Ben Gordon is subbed in for Victor Oladipo. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Terrell Wright's checked in for Robin Lopez. Lillard, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Lillard's got 6. Orlando leading. From deep. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
Yeah, and unless they make some rotations and closeouts defensively, there's more to come, Clark.
Here is Lillard after the three-pointer from Buckets. And Wright gets it to go on the assist by Lillard. Wright's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Orlando leading by 8. Here's Buckets. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Matthews against Gordon. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Nicholas Batum, the 25th pick back in 2008. He's put
dialed in from long range. I like it.
He's got that length.
quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. On the floor for Portland, we've got Matthews. Jarrell Wright is out there with Robin Lopez. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Barton in at the 2-guard spot.
You got to make a defensive adjustment here because he's just destroying them from three-point range.
Well, even when they've closed out on him, Steve, he's knocking them down. And, you know, Batum is viewed as a potential defensive stopper. Has not quite reached that level yet, struggling against stronger 3 men, but his length and mobility do make him a factor.
And Green gets it to go.
Very effective screen to set up the jumper, and that was the key to that play.
Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And for Batum defensively, a good shot blocker. Not as many steals as you might expect, but between his rebounding and his efficient scoring, he's a quality player.
And the Magic making a change here. Oladipo's checked in.
Boy, his free throw shooting, just another reason he's such a good all-around player.
Lillard comes with the double team, and here's Fry for 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
Lillard outside. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Damian Lillard, drafted with the 6th pick back in 2011. That pick, guys, acquired from the Nets in an exchange for Gerald Wallace. Steve, I'd say a pretty good trade for the Blazers.
Yeah, well, remember the Nets were in win-now mode. They were trying to keep Darren Williams happy, so they felt like the trade for Wallace would do that. The Blazers, in turn, I mean, they were rebuilding, and so they found the perfect deal at the right time and ended up drafting the future Rookie of the Year.
And Lillard's star is continuing to rise, but, you know, he still thrives on that underdog status. He shrugs off the hype, doesn't really let it affect him. Still looks at himself as the 2-star recruit from Weber State, fighting for respect. And it's serving him well as he continues to grow as an NBA player.
Lopez with the bucket.
You know, when the size advantage is that pronounced, I mean, that's exactly what you should do offensively in this situation. Take it strong to the middle.
Here's Buckets. Steps back and drains the jump shot. Buckets got 25 points.
And Lillard embracing the humble, grinding persona. He plays the game with tremendous confidence. An assassin's mentality, and his disposition has really rubbed off on his entire Blazer team. Well, if you're going to set a screen like that, you've got to make sure your feet are set.
I agree with you, and I thought maybe he was set that time, Steve. I thought it was a good screen on his part.
Magic leading by 16. Here's Buckets. And it's Portland with the rebound. Last time they met was in Portland this season.
Yeah, they really had their number in that game. Big margin of victory for them. They got there by really including their bench. The depth became a major factor. They just wore them down.
Takes a 3. Portland grabs the miss. Wright's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Lillard with it, now guarded by Buckets. Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 3rd rebound on the night. What Steve just talked about regarding how much they spread their scoring around was probably the most striking thing about that big win.
And the fact that they did have such a huge lead allowed them to even use their bench a little more than normal, and that was something that served them well.
Robinson's checked in for Portland. Lillard, and he uses the glass on the layup. Lillard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, he's clearly feeling it, Clark, coming off that fantastic game last time out.
2 minutes, less than 2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Here's Buckets, and some very quick points for him on that possession. And the Magic lead by 16.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
My grind about fame, never been about fame. Some days I wasn't able, there was always 4.5. Get you in the game. Anything less is just a shame. That's the way my watch got blue chips in the face. With 2 tips, whoever gets in the way. Not to mention a highway that's by the lake.
Nicholson's checked in for Channing Frye. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, over that break, I listened in on what head coach for the Magic was getting across in the huddle. He talked to his guys about having an open, aggressive approach offensively, saying, quote, forget about playing it safe, let's get after it. Well, coach not wasting any time in tweaking the game plan. We'll see if it makes a difference as we approach halftime, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Lopez over to help. Inside to Vucevic. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. While we're on a short break, we've got some time to break down the steal leaders at the shooting guard position over the last month. The 4th spot held by Wesley Matthews.
And both the hand speed and general quickness of the players on that list are outstanding. I mean, those are the qualities you need to be an effective perimeter defender.
Well, the 2-guard position is where we often find the team's best defender, and that's definitely the case with these guys. Every one of their team leans on them heavily at the defensive end. Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
And then Lillard slams it in. Out of this world. Aerial skills for a guy of his size.
Kevin, that's what separates him from some of the other point guards around the league. The ability to rise and throw it down.
And I wouldn't be surprised if that spurs them on. Maybe sparks a little bit of a comeback here.
Pass to Lopez. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Barton. Guarded by Oladipo. Lillard with no one around. And another 3 for Portland.
But you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
The Orlando Magic come into this one following a loss to Dallas.
Throughout the first half, even into the 3rd quarter, they had the game totally under control. But man, they just fell apart, collapsed in the 4th quarter. They should not have lost this game.
I think they thought it was over, and then they kind of relaxed, and sometimes that's all it takes. You got to keep playing until the final buzzer.
And that one's good, Barton. Buckets, covered by Lillard. And another 3-point shot falls from Buckets. Buckets got 35 in the game. Here's Lillard. 3 seconds left. No luck.
Kevin, we just witnessed what was an amazing offensive display from this guy in the first half. Where did that scoring explosion come from?
I don't really know. To be honest, I was just looking for chances to get my shot off, and I just happened to find them over and over in the first half. So, I don't know. I'm sure they'll make some adjustments, but until then, I'm just going to keep attacking.
Well done. Thunder up, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dort.
Guys, that was the perfect way to start this game. Let's go over some stuff and...
Welcome back, everybody. 3rd quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. And you know, Buckets has really been making it happen, guys.
Wow, the threes have just been dropping for him. Absolute dead-eye shooting in that first half.
Could not have been a more productive day for him from long range.
At the 2 and 3, it's Oladipo and Tobias Harris. Frye and Vucevic are the power forward and center. And it's Buckets in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Lillard outside. And Lopez has it in the corner. Back to Lillard. 6 to shoot. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Damian Lillard off to a great start to his NBA career. Year one, he was